Hello, hi Edson. Edson, hello.
Hello,
Hi, how are you today?
not bad, and you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for asking. Um, yeah, it's been a good day so far.
Yes.
Yeah. Um, Cold though. It's very cold here in New York. Um,
Let's change the place. You come here, I go there, because here it's very hot.
oh
It's like 35 degrees. Can you imagine the situation que eu live?
my goodness. Yikes. Yeah, that's complete opposite.
Yeah.
Funny. Yeah, and here I am dreaming of the summer and going to the beach and um, everything.
You can enjoy the summer, like you can go to the beach here because with this hot it's nice for who likes.
hmm hmm yeah, so
Beach.
and you don't like the beach then, or you don't like the heat?
No, I like the beach, but I don't like the hot.
Yeah, too
Temperature is
hot.
terrible. Yes.
Yeah, that is,
You,
yeah, 35.
you agree, like you cannot live with hot, just hot.
No. Yeah, I like having four seasons. I think that's my ideal. Although I don't like it very cold. Um, and I don't like it very hot.
It has been so long since we didn't have the winter again. Just hot for 5 or 4 years ago.
Oh gosh. So it's been a long time since you've had a cool
Yeah.
break. Interesting. I would trade with you now. January is the worst, in my opinion. Too cold. All right, let's say hello, Carlos. Welcome.
Hey, hello.
How are you today?
Fine, thank you.
Good, good. Welcome to class.
Thank you.
Great. Camilla, hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good, good. And Mustafa, hello. Mustafa? Let him get set up. Natasha, hello.
Hello, it's good to see you.
Good to see you too. How are you?
I am fine, thank you for asking.
Good.
What about you?
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for asking. I really
It's
like that
nice.
photograph. Uh,
Thank you. I like it too.
yeah, it's really cool, really artistic, with the raindrops and the light shining.
Yes,
Love it.
yes.
Um, Great. Welcome to class. Glad to see you.
Thank you.
We'll try Mustafa one more time. Mustafa, hello.
Hello,
How are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. And welcome to class.
Thank you. Welcome.
Great. All right, everyone. This class is speaking practice. This is a fluency-based class that is meant to somewhat model or help prepare you for a speaking exam. Um, Now, this is much more casual than a speaking exam, but we will use a timer um, to limit responses. Okay, so you have to um, structure your response to fit in 1 minute. So you also have to challenge yourself to speak for the entire minute, right? You don't want to go early, and you want to try to wrap it up on time. Also, we will have one topic, and it's a more of a social topic, but that will allow you to use a variety of vocabulary and grammatical structures while exploring just one topic. Most speaking exams start with a social speaking task. So the questions we'll use in this class are appropriate for that type of speaking exam. And that's it, basically. Our topic today is school days. So this is a very broad topic. You'll be telling stories from your past, as well as speaking in hypotheticals about what could or would happen, or modals, what should happen. And our time limit, we will have a 1-minute timer. The timer sounds like this. When you hear it, just finish your sentence, and we'll move on. As I said, this is a fluency-based class, so I won't offer much in the way of corrections. Although if you have a question about something, or if there's an obvious mistake or something that causes misunderstanding, I'll ask questions to figure it out. So really the goal is to speak for the whole time, and we all get to know each other better too, which is fun. All right, here are our questions. I think most of you have taken this class before, all of you, so we'll just jump right into it. Our first question, I like this one. What should children be taught at school to help prepare them for the real world? For example, I would have liked to have been taught more about financial things, finances, about student loans and what that would mean for my future. So that's our question. Does everybody understand the question, or are there any questions before we start? All right, this question we'll be using the modal should a lot. Should be taught. All right, let's just start to the left. Natasha, would you go first for us?
Yes, of course.
Great, thank you. Go ahead.
Okay, wow. It's really interesting and a little bit difficult question because, yeah, I agree with that children should be taught more subject at school, different subject that help them to be more prepared for real world, for living in the real world. But I don't know what exactly that can be. I mean that in different countries, in a different situation, children should have different knowledge and skills, and maybe for solving this problem and for obtaining this goal, I mean about better preparing for our work, it can be not only math, it could be okay.
Yeah, great answer. Yeah, it can be hard to think of specific things, but good filling up a minute with some ideas.
It's difficult.
It is difficult. This is good job though, and good practice with this grammar structure. Great. All right, thanks, Natasha. So Mustafa, the question is to you. What should be taught at school to help prepare children for the real world?
Yes. The children should learn how to think critically, how to take decision correctly, uh, how to depend on themselves, and they have to involve in taking the decision. Also, the children have to encourage them to learn more about to learn more in all area in all area, and they have to take the key of knowledge, not through the teacher, through themselves, and improve their skills to reach what they want. So I agree that.
Great. All right, you kind of naturally came to an end at 1 minute there. Great. This is a tough question, but good. Some general skills: responsibility, making decisions. Great. Thank you, Mustafa. Nice job. All right, Edson. In your opinion, what should be taught to prepare children for the real world?
Children should be taught about economy. Children should have class about economy to know how to deal with situations that involves money. Because since you when you are a child, you need to be careful what you are doing with your money that your parents give to you. Because once you have this situation you get in control the situation, you further later in your life you are able to negotiate with others, or you need to you may learn how to spend better your money with your things that you need, and you.
And time. Great. Good. Yeah. So some financial skills are very important for the real world. Great. Well said, Edson. Thank you very much. Let's continue. Carlos, it's to you. What should children be taught at school to help prepare them for the real world?
Okay. I think emotional intelligence would be a good idea to be taught in schools, because childrens need to face problems and be prepared psychologically, and also would be great to have psychological therapy with them, for not be depressed, to know how to be now how not to be bullied with the classmate, because it's not only studies, not only money, economical issues, it's also the internal side, emotions, feelings, and think in a positive way, and resolve problems easy. And the last one would be know how to eat, because there are many obesity problems.
All right, great, Carlos. Two great ideas I wouldn't have thought of. Yeah, emotional intelligence is critically important in the real world, and so is health. Great ideas. Thank you, Carlos. All right, Camila, you're up. Oh, actually, I wanted to say one more thing. Careful with the pronunciation of this past participle, taught. It should rhyme with thought, but make sure it gets a crisp T, taught. All right, so Camilla, what should children be taught to prepare them for the real world?
They should taught the children that they have to save money for their their future, and, and they taught them that nothing is easy and they had to work hard for what they want and not give up and get this I don't know how to say okay that they never should give up and save um um do the things they want, and the financial part is important too, because that's how they're going to manage their money, and that's important what in everything they are going to do in life.
Perfect. Excellent. Great timing. Very nicely done, Camila. That was a great example of circumlocution. Sometimes we don't have a specific vocabulary word, and we have to continue talking. Excellent skill. Very nice work. All right. Anna Carolina, hello.
Hello, Stephanie.
Welcome to class. Good to see you.
Thank you very much. Likewise, teacher.
Good. All right. Our topic today is school days, and the question is to you. What should children be taught at school to help prepare them for the real world?
A lot of things that no one teach them, because when children go to the school, they have to memorize the subjects. They have to get good grades. They have to follow a hierarchy, to obey people, and they have to try to please everyone. And it's impossible because no one can please everyone. And they should be taught something like that, like you have to be yourself and don't care about others' opinion, because you will not please everyone. It's impossible, totally impossible. And try our best always, and you have to know that failure does not mean to fail.
Yeah, failure doesn't mean to fail or to stop. Good. Determination and real world skills of failure. Honestly, failure is a skill we need. Great, Anna Carolina. Very nice. Ali, hello.
Yeah, hello.
I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you.
Yeah, thanks.
Welcome to class. And it is your turn. So 1 minute. You have 1 minute to speak in response to this question. What should children be taught at school to help prepare them for the real world?
Yeah, I think because it's very agree with that, because it helps children to know beyond the school. So why you should learning in the school? Because you have to have a propose to educate, not educate for nothing. Because you can educate and then you can go the real world, and you have to learning about what is going on in the real world, because it's very tough and very you have to educate it well and properly to fit in the real world.
Great, excellent. And that was exactly 1 minute. Good, yeah, so there's really quite a lot for children to learn in order to be prepared. Great, Ali. Thank you very much. And last but not least, Vincenzo. Hello.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine, fine.
Good.
Thanks.
I'm glad to see you.
See you today.
All right. Our topic is school days. So you have 1 minute. What should children be taught at school to help prepare them for the real world?
Yes, it's very difficult question because I think it's necessary to that children should be taught about a sense of critic, in order to have this sense of critic. I think they must have I think also not only a practic knowledge of things, but in order to have an open mind, they should have a humanistic knowledge. So I think it's very important in order to be open at all the situation in the life. Another thing very important, I think, is the sense of critic. They should I think they should have a very strong sense of critic in order to understand very well the situation, how the situation is. In this sense, they must have a personal opinion about things. They should they should they have to be taught about they thought about a thing, about a topic, about the situation in the real life, to be a critic by themselves.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, critical thinking skills.
Yes, the things, personal thinking.
Yeah.
Critical thinking.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very good.
Personal. Not only copying about the situation, but his thought, his real thought, his personal thought.
Yeah, their own, to be able to think their own independent,
yes.
critical thoughts. Well said.
To be themselves.
Great. Yes.
As they are.
Great. Well said, Vincenzo. I think that's probably the most important skill.
It's a kind of trust in themselves, trusting in themselves, in the possibility of thinking.
Yes, indeed. Great. All right, everyone. Very nice job with that question. Let's go to the next. We have a big variety here. So I like this one. We're going to go from kind of general present day to the past. And we're going to talk about the habitual past using used to. So the question is, what did you used to do at break time? Break time, I would interpret to mean either lunchtime or recess. Those were the only breaks I got in my school days. So that's our question. 1 minute to tell us about what you used to do at break time. Please do try to practice this grammar at least once during your minute. All right, and we're going to just go in the same order. So, Natasha, it goes to you first. What did you used to do in your break time?
Okay, well, when I was a child and was a schoolgirl, I used to repeat my lesson at break time, or have a lunch. Yes, maybe so, because in this time we should choose our classroom, because in our school we have different classes for different subjects. So at the same time, I I could to buy something for eating, something tasty, or have a good lunch. And also, I should repeat it and prepare it to my next classes. As a rule, in the warm. I'm sorry, my child, a little bit noisy today.
No, no problem. She's active. We can hear you great. So good. It sounds like you used your breaks quite productively to eat and review your lesson.
Yeah.
You must have gotten good grades in school. All right. Awesome job. Mustafa, to you. What did you used to do at break time in your school days?
At my break time, I have my lunch and play with my friend and ask my teacher if I have any issue or problem. And if I want to know something, I go to my teacher to explain something to me that I don't understand. Also, I have to to talk with my brother if you want something from me. Um, that's it.
All right. So you didn't have like playtime when you were really younger, or?
Yes, I play. I said I play.
Oh, play.
That's it.
Okay.
At
You can
lunchtime, talk
yeah.
with my teacher, talk with my brother if he wants something from me.
Oh, great. And there's our minute. Good, good. Great. So, well said. And you can always expand one of those ideas. Talk about what you used to eat for lunch, what you used to play, what you said to your brother. Are all options.
I have to speak for 1 minute, or I can give the main idea, explain what I want in less than 1 minute.
You can do less than 1 minute.
Yeah.
The timer is to give you a sense of what a minute feels like. So if you are practicing for a timed exam, it just helps you with that. But you are welcome to finish early, of course.
Yeah.
Great, especially if your idea is well said.
I have to arrange my idea and put it in order, specific, more specific, clear.
No, your ideas were clear, but if you want to continue speaking, those are some other ideas you could speak about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just more ways to increase fluency. Great job. All right, Edson, let's hear from you. Edson, what did you used to do in break time?
During a break time, I used to just relax, just talk to other classmates, to hear from them what they have been doing in the previous day or some days ago. And because once you are in the classroom, you are having classes. After during the break, you're not gonna keep that with you. We need to relax because it's not a good time to talk about the lessons. Because you need to relax, and break time is just to relax. And I just talked to my friend just to keep our I don't know our talks in update.
To keep in touch?
Yeah.
Great. Great, so you used your breaks to relax. Sounds like they were true breaks. Good, thank you, Edson. Nice job. All right, Carlos, let's hear from you. What did you used to do for break time?
Okay. In my break time, I used to play soccer with my classmates. I love soccer. I'm a soccer fan. Also, sometimes I had lunch. Most of the times I ate a sandwich or a burrito or a torta. Also, I used to review my notes with the teacher, and if I had homework, I show it to my teacher, and the teacher revise it. I love to have small talks with my friends, and I remember I have a small portable computer to play video games. It was the Game Boy. And sometimes also mm, I used to read something to not get bored, a magazine or I don't know. And I think that's so.
Great. All right. And yes, you did say it right. You read something to, you might say, keep from getting bored.
Okay.
Yeah, great. And there's our minute. All right, nice. So a lot of variety on breaks. Lots
Yes.
of different things you do. They sound fun. All right, great job, Carlos. Thank you. All right, Camila. What did you used to do during breaks in your school days?
I used to eat my food or play with my friends or chat with them, or sometimes I went to the library, but most of the time I used to play with my friends, and the school where I went was really big, so was a lot of space for running and playing basketball or volleyball. Um, I used to play with all of my classroom, and sometimes I was on the team of the basketball, and in the breaks we used to play that a match with other grades, and I remember that was fun.
Great. Sounds very active. Lots of sports, which you must be into. Is that you on the bicycle in your picture?
Yes.
Great. So you've been active your whole life.
Yeah.
Great. Great. Nice job, Camila. Thank you. All right. Let's hear from Ana Carolina. I'm interested to know, what did you used to do during your breaks?
Well, during the elementary school, I used to do things that I was not supposed to, because each time someone uh, would would uh, would say to me, "I dare you to do something," I would do just to prove that I was brave enough, and then of course, I used to get in trouble. And then during high school, more or less the same, but other kinds of wrong things. And once I was suspended for making out inside the school, and it was forbidden, of course. Um, but then I fixed myself when I went to college, and of course I had a lunch. I talked with my peers and so
Excellent. I'm not surprised. That's funny. I was interested in hearing that. That's funny. I think it's probably your strict Catholic schools that caused so much troublemaking. Great job. Thank you for sharing, Ana Carolina. Right, Ali, how about you? What did you used to do during your breaks at school?
Yeah. Actually, I don't remember school what is going on in school, but I can remember when I'm college. Yeah, I remember I sitting with my friends or colleagues, just doing nothing, sitting in a place, taking coffee or something like that. But what actually I remember, I didn't remember any exam I taken, and after that, I going to that place. I think that I didn't remember that. Yeah, all exam that is target place or something like that after the all exam. So I think that I remember that one a day we have a quiz and a weekend because we are on tight schedule, so we take it a weekend as a weekdays. Yeah, it's going at 9 early and going to wake up someone who are working in that place in the
Wow.
weekend.
That sounds miserable. Um, I'm sorry you had to work so hard on your breaks on the weekends. But I'm glad that's in the past.
Yeah.
Great, Ali. Thank you. All right, Vincenzo, your turn.
Yes.
Tell us, what did you used to do during
Yes,
your break?
it's a long time ago, but I remember just few things. I used to eat something that my mom had prepared for me, and we used to play football with some companions in my class, generally, or to have a walk or a talk with them uh, about other things. But generally, I think it was playing football with a ball that they had brought at that time. I don't remember anything else generally, because yes, would be some joke with this friend of mine at school when we were outside, when we were outside having the break, uh, uh, something like this, but I don't remember clearly.
Great.
Yeah.
Great, great. Sounds like some things are the same for everyone. Playing football, playing
Yeah,
games,
see,
seem
yeah.
pretty the same. Great. All right. And
Talking,
you,
talking,
yeah,
walking with them. Yeah.
yeah. Seems like catching up with friends is something important we do at break times. Um, Great, Vincenzo. Very nice. Well said. All right. Let's look at our next question. Okay, this
Ah,
is a great one.
it's, this is something that's going to change along the time. Yes.
Now, this one will be hard. Everyone, you have to think in the past. Okay, so you cannot choose me. Um, Even if that's true, we need to think about the distant past. Talk about your childhood. Um, who was your favorite teacher? And you'll need to um, uh, not only tell us their name and what they taught, but you can describe them. You can tell us what they looked like, what they acted like, why they were your favorite teacher. Okay, so there's a lot to say here, if you can think of a good answer. So hopefully you have one. Let's start again. We're starting with Natasha. So Natasha, who was your favorite teacher?
The teacher of biology was my favorite teacher during all school time because she was not only young, but at the same time, she was really very clever. She liked her subject and she tried to tell us on all our answers, all our questions, and also she's so interested and did that maybe she was not only my favorite teacher, but she was also a favorite teacher all my classmates as well. And maybe she took me I'm sorry, maybe she gave me the love to her subject, and after finished of my school, I decided to learn this subject as well, because I suppose that this subject is really very important, not only for specialists in this field of knowledge, but also for all people, because it gives us a such knowledge as the structure of our body, the structure of nature, and about laws, and about the most significant field, and things that connect all nature, all animals, and people as well. So I very liked her, and I have a lot of gratitude to her.
Wow, she does sound like an amazing teacher.
I suppose.
Yeah, it sounds like she made a big impact, and a lasting impact, since you ultimately went on to study that and work in that field. Great. Thank you very much for going first. Great example of how to answer this question. Awesome. Mustafa, how about you? Who was your favorite teacher and why?
My favorite teacher is science and social studies. First, my science teacher, he is kind, creative, and innovative. He tried to find a new way to explain for us the topic. That makes us love the subject. All the time he try to ask everyone to know if we are understand, or we have a problem with the topic. Also, my social studies teachers, he was excellent. He let us. Okay, that's it.
Great. Great, you had a lot to say. And it sounds, again, like a love of the subject really makes a good teacher.
Yeah.
Great, Mustafa. Very nice job. Thank you. Let's hear from Edson. Edson, tell us about your favorite teacher from your school days. Edson? Edson, are you there? All right, we'll come back. Carlos.
Well, I think my favorite teacher was was a teacher who taught biochemistry. He was his class was difficult because he gave classes in a university, but I like it because pushed me to do my best effort in every class. And I remember his exams were difficult sometimes. I got it on 6 or 7, but with the pass of time, I got it 10 or 9, and I felt really good. And also because he explained the class very well, and I didn't got bored anytime.
Good. Um, Great. So it sounds like a really engaging teacher who really helped you improve.
Yes.
Good. And you were correct. Didn't get.
I didn't get, yes.
Yep.
Yes.
The past tense goes with the do verb. So great. Very nice. Thank you, Carla. Camila, your turn. Tell us about your favorite teacher from your school days.
I used to have a teacher that always give me good notes because I just didn't talk in class. So she, oh, you're good, so you're going to have good grades. And that was when I was like 6. And then I used to have another one that was really nice and always talked to me about everything, even about her life, and she was pretty nice. And that was like when I was 14. I don't remember the name of the teacher, but was really, really nice.
Great, great. And that was 1 minute exactly. She sounds very impactful, very helpful.
Yeah.
Great, excellent. Thank you, Camila. All right, Anna Carolina, your turn. Tell us about your favorite teacher from your school days.
Okay. It was a teacher called Christina in my 4th grade. She was my friend, you know. Once they were forcing me to eat my lunch because I hate vegetables, and I used to hate, and then I was grounded, and someone told me you cannot leave here until you finish. And okay, I was there, and it took centuries, and then she arrived, and she asked, what are you doing on the table until now? And then I told her, well, they put me grounded because I don't want to eat anymore. I would throw everything up if I eat something. And then she got really mad at then, and she told me, you can leave, okay? And then I asked, are you sure? And she told me, yes, of course. And then she solved everything for me, and afterwards she became my friend, and she used to say, you are a very intelligent student, you have a lot of qualities and so on, and she was always cheering me up, and then my behavior improved because of her, and I will never forget that teacher.
Nice. She does sound like a really special teacher, a really good teacher. That's the difference between a good teacher and a great teacher, I guess. A good teacher will teach you the subject A great teacher will help you eat your vegetables, or not eat your vegetables, as the case might be. Um, she sounds great. Thank you, Anna Carolina. Good story. All right, Vincenzo, let's hear from you. Who was your favorite teacher?
Yes, I'm reflecting right now about the teacher that I remember most. It's a teacher. It's a teacher, a lady that was teaching literature, and I had a kind of love and hate at the same time, because when I had some task, and when I had to write something about a writer or a poet, yes, I wrote only the simple thing, the can I say, the real thing, without write a long, can I say, uh, many words. So I had only the sufficient in writing, get the sufficient in writing. In this sense, I hate this teacher, but at the same time, I could appreciate her deepness. Can I say deepness in teaching, in explaining the spirit of an author, making a lot of examples uh, from his work, his works, from the works of the author. And and I was enchanted in this fact, because she had a wide knowledge of the author, and could explain the spirit of this author. Uh, this remain also in this moment. Yes, I appreciate this fact, the possibility, the capacity to have a wide mind, to see the feeling that an author can express in all his works, all his work. This has remained in my mind. So yes, I would like to be to be like my teacher. Yes, to have this capacity, to have her capacity to penetrate in the can I say, in the soul of an author. Yes,
Yeah.
that's a good thing.
Great. Well, I really like your description, Vincenzo. It's very poetic.
But yes, this is something fascinating that is fascinating me in some way.
Yeah, I think that's the kind of teacher you see in they make movies about.
Maybe that I didn't have this mind. I was so young. I only said the simple thing about the author, no, because I didn't have a, a wide vision of his works, something else I couldn't explain. Yes, but I think that it requires a lot of study in order to talk in this way, about an author.
Right.
Yes.
So sounds like she really made a lasting impact on you. Great, well said. All right, everyone. I do think
You forgot me.
Oh, Edson, yes, because you came back. That's right. So perfect. Edson, tell us about your favorite teacher.
My favorite teacher was math teacher. You know, with him it was possible to learn a lot about math, how to do with numbers, and to know about science at all. And his class was amazing because the way that he taught us was really, really good. Everybody could understand maths and numbers, could get the emotion of the class, because he made some jokes during the class, and it was really, really important for us to have that situation. Otherwise, nobody could understand math as supposed to understand. And some class was amazing. Not just jokes, but he explained to us about physics.
Great, and that's our time up. Another impactful science teacher. Um, I
Yeah,
never had one of those personally in my life. Um, maybe if I would, I'd be better at science.
because he told us math is not based on numbers or any other thing, but math is based on science at all. Physics, you need to learn something about physics
Mhm. Wow.
to understand math.
Yeah. Um, Sounds like a really great teacher who, again, really knew his content very
Yeah.
well. Great. Nice. Well said, Edson. And everyone, um, nice speaking. You're all speak very clearly. It's easy to understand you. Um, and this was fun to hear a little more about your school days. Um, we will do this class a lot. As you may or may not know, Verbling is discontinuing classes over the next month. So I will be doing this class a lot over the next month. And I hope to see you all here with me in the next
Yes.
couple of weeks.
Sure, teacher. Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
Very
Thank
kind.
you very much.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye
Bye bye.
bye. Bye
Thank you,
bye,
everyone.
everybody.
Bye-bye.
I will try to take all classes with you. Please, Stephanie, do what I told you.
I will. It's very interesting. Lots of
ASAP.
things happening.
ASAP, please, ASAP. Okay.
Could be exciting.
Yes, and keep me informed. I am praying a lot, and I want to see you with piles of money.
Oh, you're so sweet. Well, thank you. I've got a list started, and I'm excited. So, thank you,
All
Anna.
right.
All right. We'll see you later. Have a good
See you.
afternoon.
See you soon.
All right. Bye-bye.